Good time zone, everybody. Welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns and the lower bracket finals for the 12MQ tournament. Got Tanjo versus Flouche. I got Lee Harold and new IT guy here to talk. Signified's going to help me track, so I'm going to go push buttons and let them do what they're here for.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the lower brackets finals for Master Quest for 12MQ tournament. We have an interesting start here. We have a Shadow Medallion and we have a Bolero start, but we start as Child.
Yeah.
But it does mean re-song as an adult later on.
Yeah, and that Bolero could be important for about one thing. So we'll see.
Well, I mean, once you get there, you can easily get a chest.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you have to kill a like, but that is absolutely free. For any more checks, you will need either a small key, hammer, and/or magic plus a fire source.
Right.
Mainly Dins.
Yeah. No, that's not what I was thinking of. I was thinking of going there as Child and seeing if you need to plant the bean or not.
I see. You could also see the other freestanding too.
That's true. Race channel links to 4 for some reason.
I wonder, are we going to get yet another Spirit Temple start required?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, the thing I would love to see this seed is just to see Symphony Room, because I have not seen it in a long time.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. It just depends on which songs you are required to get to finish it.
Right.
Or at least which songs you normally get. Because the chance of Symphony Room is fairly high if all the child songs are accessible.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, you're more than likely going to get a lot more hints hinting towards, Spirit Temple completion, if that were the case.
Mm-hmm.
And the only song that you don't need for Symphony Room is Saria's song.
That is true. Need the other 5, but not. The runners should be getting on here just shortly. We had a problem with Nidobot trying to roll the seed earlier, so that issue's been resolved, and just everyone getting readied up.
And password only shows up within 15 seconds of it starting, so that way it prevents people from, scouting the seed out.
Right.
It looks like other randomizers are thinking of doing something like that. Some of them already doing it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, good move overall.
Yep, just a way, nice change to just ensure fair play. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so where are we gonna start?
And it's random child spawn. Let's start market adjacent. So not quite Temple of Time, but we'll just start in the back of market or something, because that just seems where it always puts child spawn. Here we go.
All right, starting right now. Zora's Domain.
Zora's Domain.
That's quite a few checks that are open to us now.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Flouche is going straight for River. Whereas Tanjo is farming cash. Okay, the adult lake is nothing except for a pack of chews. It looks like Tanjo's going to be doing the diving minigame here. Death Mountain Crater Path to Morpha.
Several checks there that could be. And yes, it was Zora's shop that was the spawn.
Yep.
Or, well, Zora domain coming from Zora's shop.
And Flouche has purchased a bean. It looks like Flouche is heading towards Lon Lon Ranch. Yes, that was DMC Path to Morpha.
So at some point, storage here. Or the torch run, whatever you want to call it.
Sadly, Torch Run was nothing.
Yeah, just a heart chest. So now we gotta check diving real quick.
No, that is the loser green rupee. It looks like Tanjo will also be following Flouche. Though Flouche does have a bit of a head start. And there is Nocturne.
A nice song to get.
Yep.
I won't be surprised to see Dompe digging here, but with the time of day Flouche currently has.
Yeah, it's close. You could also do chickens if needed.
Yeah,
just
that's
before
true.
That.
Yeah, just play Nocturne in, go do Child Cack in the day, step outside to DMC for a hot sec, or DMT, and then jump back in. There's some Deku Nuts.
Central Pillar is the boss key. Alright, so ZL is not required to finish Water Temple. So the Path to Morpha might be the Zora Tunic, a wallet, or just Iron Boots / one of the hook shots.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also Song of Time as a possibility. Yeah, plant a bean. Always do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? 40 is a scale.
A scale.
30 is dead. 50 is dead. We might not need that scale on 40.
No. Especially now with water being required.
Yeah, and we know where the boss key is too.
Mm-hmm. And you have to have Iron Boots, so.
Oh, choose on Anju.
Okay, those are good. Got 10. Go with that. We go check Redeg Grotto here with 1. That's broken stick setup.
Nothing here, sadly, though it could be some extra choose.
Good. Yeah,
or money.
good choose.
Or another stick.
Oh,
more stick, actually.
That's
actually pretty good
worth.
for... Because Jabu and Deku definitely do take a lot of sticks out.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch!
Andrew just immediately planting the bean.
Yeah.
That looks like a heart container. That's a rupee of some kind.
Yep. But it does help you get across
Right.
as adults if you don't have a hook shot or hover boots.
Mm-hmm. And could be expected.
Yeah.
And remind me, 12MQ is all accessible, correct? Not required only. Okay.
It's all accessible. Since this is base Season 8 settings,
Mm-hmm.
which is Master Quest dungeons.
Right.
So, chickens was hinted.
Mm-hmm.
Deku Tree to Queen Goma. That just means that there's a slingshot there. Or something that locks the slingshot.
Right.
Since you'll need the Kokiri sword to actually get in. Those chickens are spitting. And Sarya's song is Vanilla.
And welcome in ZSR2 Raiders.
Zora's Fountain, Path of Volvagia.
Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, we are just here at the beginning of the lower bracket finals for the 12MQ tournament. This is the Season 8 base with all of the dungeons being replaced with their Master Quest counterparts.
Graveyard to King Dodongo.
KD. I might be going back to there and maybe checking Dante digging.
I think it's a little too late for a Flouche.
Yeah.
And that was... That was also Prelude on Burning Cack. So it may be a while.
Colossus' Serenade, DMT
DMT is
Foolish.
Spirit is
Spirit
foolish.
Foolish and
Lost Woods is foolish.
That's a big one.
Yep.
Flouche is gonna check maybe most of it. We'll see.
But now Tanjo has that slight information advantage.
Mm-hmm. There's chicken repeat. Deku to Goma. Okay, so there's a slingshot.
Or something leading to it. There was
Yeah.
another hint like that before. So this is the second copy.
No energy. Let's go. A little faster, dragon.
Yep, Lost Woods is 100% foolish.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Full container. Yes, those are the correct foolish locations.
Yep, completely accurate. That means that Big Goron and Skullmask are 100% dead.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Sunsong the Bow. We know
Okay.
that's not the path.
Yes, we know that's not the path, but that's also in kind of a... Since Lost Woods is dead, that may be our only accessible copy of that hint.
Might find another one.
Yeah.
Even so, it's still a sometimes hint, so you might just do it blindly.
Fire Force, Water, Deku, DC. Are our medallions we have to do today.
Fire, Water, Deku, Jabu,
Forest.
DC. Oh,
Forest.
Deku, Forest, DC.
Yep. So Jabu, Spirit, and Shadow are our stones.
That kind of sounds not too bad, actually.
Mm-mm. Yeah, more to what you were saying earlier, we don't with Boss Key on Central Pillar, we don't need ZL to beat what you call it?
Morpha.
Yeah, we don't need ZL to beat Morpha, so seeing Zelda's Lullaby on oh wait, no, this is all accessible. Never mind. CL can't be on OOT.
It can't because not only Shadow, but Spirit Temple require ZL.
Right. Yeah.
We haven't gotten the hints for what Ocarina of Time is. And it certainly wouldn't be for Epona Song. It could be for Epona Song, but only for 3 checks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Iron's chest in Ice is dead. Oh! Ooh,
GTG to Bane.
To Bane. Strength.
So, glow sticks likely in GTG.
And Forest is the only dungeon that hard requires strength 1, aside from Shadow Temple.
Yep.
Logically. Both of them just logically require it. Fire and Shadow don't need it. Though you do need 2 in Spirit, of course.
Okay, so we got top left has another pack of shoes.
Well, the light arrows can either be in GTG or it could be behind an item in GTG.
Yeah.
And ZL on Bolero.
Shocker. $20.
Oh, that's bomb luck.
Graveyard still path to KD. And a
Scale.
Okay.
Well, we don't have to worry about the one on 40 skulls. If they manage to get Iron Boots in a hook shot, they could just do lab dive out of logic.
Right.
And since this is Master Quest water, Iron Boots are hard required to actually beat it.
Yep. Well, it's hard required because it's Central Pillar also.
Yeah. But even if it weren't Central Pillar,
right,
it would still require it because there's no torches on the bottom floor.
Mm-hmm.
There is that chance. So it could just be for something else, not ZL. It could also just be behind Hammer. ZL can't be hinted path.
Nope. That hasn't been a thing since season 4. Season 3, something like that.
Yeah.
It used to be a thing, but...
It looks like Flouche will also plant the bean.
No, 10 and 20 are not directly hinted. 20, I believe, can still be a sometimes hint.
Yeah,
in the pool.
The hint text for them is disabled.
Yeah.
It's just that the reason that they have it for the 30, 40, and 50 hints is, you know, just to free up more hint space.
Alright, nothing there.
Oh, strength 2.
Okay.
Though it might just be for GTG.
Yeah.
Or like the Goron City Maze, because Spirit Temple was hinted foolish.
Right.
Oh, I think this might be the more likely path here. Yep.
I don't know. Bomb bag seems too easy.
That means Tanjo could do everything in DC save for one check, which either requires magic and a fire source as adult, or you have to come back in as child. More choose. Yep, I'll say. We've got a lot more stuff available as adult. But Flouche will be making his way as adults as well. All right. Time for what the roof man has. Right.
Big heart.
Nothing. There is another song that Tanjo can grab here.
Ooh.
Though with Song of Time, it probably would have been faster if he just did that. Just slightly.
I'm not going to complain about these big heart containers.
Yeah. It'd be good for Fire Temple as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the Vanilla Storms. And Flouche is going to be resetting his hearts, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. No.
Oh no, Flouche died. Peepo sad. Anyways. Flouche will also be picking up his ZL. And then taking the bean.
Mm-hmm. You get scale here.
Yep. The last check in DMC requires hammer.
Mm-hmm. Or bombs and hover boots if you're good enough to do it.
Yeah.
And a very generous timer or a tunic.
It looks like Flouche is going into DC as well. I think Flouche will do it after.
Oh, was it Shieldgrave?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Flouche definitely has it. It's in DMC.
He doesn't need any more explosives for now. So he's gonna scum these 2 chests. But we'll see what's on, I believe this is Compass chest.
I believe you are correct.
This Flouche already opened this up. Then he's gonna check the hint and reset.
Good one.
Chest and crate. So in other words, that's the water basement. So if he is looking for any other items, the East Wing would basically be the only places left to check. And since he knows where the boss key is, that's basically just no need to worry too much about water. But yeah, it is really OP. Because you only have, like, three remaining checks in Water Temple that aren't Morpha. Oh!
Big Chester in the Poe room.
Hover
Oh,
boots. Those are still pretty helpful regardless.
mhm.
And with that, I'd still go for a few things in Goron City as adult, since it is full clearable. Yeah, it's almost synced up. We got Flouche slightly ahead of Tanjo in Dodongo's Cavern now. A few seconds of difference here.
And $5.
Yep. I think Tanjo's trying to go get more bomb chew packs. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing that early fairy. Because it's still pretty risky. let's see. They could easily make their way into Lake Hylia, given their child spawn.
Mhm.
Alright, let's see what's in the maze. Because Tanjo does have both of his Strength 1 and Strength 2. This is slightly faster to get rid of the explodable one here. There's a big chest here. Bottle. Unfortunately, it was just a bottle. And see whether or not that we may need it. It looks like Light Arrow cutscene was nothing, just nuts. But Flouche does have Saria's song, which will give him an extra song logically. But Tanjo should be able to get these upcoming day checks. I think Tanjo's going to be scumming to save money here.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see what you have for us, Bombchu lady. Oh. Turd. No. Well, that's gonna be scummed. 100%. Unless you want to keep the 69 count. Oh yeah, he's definitely keeping that. Either that or he's gonna scum it after this, after Hyrule Castle Fairy. Oh, this definitely looks like Flouche is going for the minuet song check.
Mhm.
Oh, yep, there's the scum.
There's the reset.
I mean, it did ruin the 69 number as well. So there's two reasons at least. And Flouche will also be picking up his bottle. Alright, what does this first scale lock? Lens of Truth. Okay. There's one check, but it could also be for Desert Crossing.
Mhm.
That's what the scale locks at least. For now. And Flouche is going to be going for this hint. But first... stopping Link the Goron. Alright, let's see what's on fishing. Yeah, absolutely. For roars, that's a good pickup, actually. It looks like we'll be getting some Southern Hyrule checks. And with that spawn, I think it would be better just to set up... Well, you don't really need to set up Scarecrow for Master Quest all that much, since a lot of them can be done with hover boots or with a ground jump.
And Lord Paperweight in the Storm Grotto.
Yep. And Flouche will be picking up the song on Minuets. That's gonna be... Well, it'll be interesting to see what it is. But Flouche is just gonna jump over Mito instead. Dins! In Hyrule Field, let's go!
There we go.
Just need magic to use it.
Unchecked dead. Yep, we knew that.
In Foolish,
Foolish
Death on
DMT.
Trail. Alright. And there's a Pona song.
That's all important.
Skull Mask is dead in Foolish Lost Woods.
Nope.
I think, yeah, Flouche is setting up time of day first before going back child. No, never mind. Wait, is he heading to GTG? Yes, he is. This is a GTG play, 100%.
Yep.
Because that's normally the play you make as soon as you get Eponas. You have 5 free checks. Ah, yes. Let's see what this grotto has. Because the silver scale locked Lens of Truth.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. In these settings, the race has been auto completed. So as soon as you get a Pona song, you have access to a Pona. It's made to speed up the game, and thankfully, that's exactly what it does.
Yep, most mini games are. Oh, sorry.
Because having to race against Ingo again twice would be rather obnoxious. It would extend the seed by about 3 to 5 minutes.
And other sanities like Cow, you have to do the Malin race, but you don't have to do the Epona race.
Yeah.
Things like horseback archery. If you shoot 1500 the first time, it gives you both rewards. Gives you the final reward on like.
And we've seen that sort of thing with Dampe as well.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of surprised Flouche skipped out on Boulder. He might. I think he should be able to pick up his Dins if he's going Southern Hyrule before GTG. And Tanjo is going for skulls. He's at 9 right now. But yeah, a lot of these quality of life improvements are definitely make the gameplay a lot faster and easier. Yes, and there's Flouche's Dins. Just a magic away from being able to use the Lens of Truth and Din's Fire. But we know that one check behind Scale is Lens and the other one is Dead. So it's just Lab Dive left, and that can be hinted. Tanjo will finally be picking up Zarya's song, which should give him access to Dancing Darunia. Oh, is that Greg or one of the other loser rupees?
That's probably Greg.
I mean, I believe there's like 2 loser rupees. So it's a possibility. We already found one of them. It looks like Flouche is setting up a death warp here. Ah, yes. 2 Gregs and 2 losers. Got it. Yep, that was hinted a long time ago that Boss Key was in Central Pillar. And they both have Dins. They're missing Magic. They both have Song of Time. They're missing Iron Boots and Long Shot. Like, I know you don't really need the long shot in order to actually get into Central Pillar, but it's more for just beating Morpha at this point.
Do we say hammer?
No. No hammer and water. You do need hammer and spirit.
You also need hammer and fire.
Of course. I mean, that's where it came from.
Yeah, Tanjo got Zarya from Zarya.
Gee. You can only really do 5 checks here. But first, Flouche is going to be... I mean, there's the possibility you might have... But Spirit is foolish. So Spirit's probably not required for items. I don't think it's required for getting this Ocarina of Time song. And given the amount of item requirements for every single check in there, the likelihood that it's going to be all dungeon... It was only locked behind Epona's song. Still relatively low sphere. Seems like there's nothing else here for now, so it looks like Flouche is gonna bail. Not sure if he's gonna do Desert Crossing though.
And the cutscene for Dancing Dad still does exist. You have to play him the wrong song, and then he does half the dance.
Yeah.
So if you play him like ZL or something by accident, he'll dance for you for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Another stick. Yeah, Goron City didn't seem to pay off at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, they do have a bottle.
Flouche only needs magic in order to put Desert Crossing into logic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll get to see what the song is. But we'll only be getting the Spirit Temple lobby chest, like the first one that is just right there. The other two still require projectiles.
Why would we get the chest?
True. There wouldn't be a reason for it. Because it's foolish. You're right.
I mean, what's
Tanjo's
left?
already at 10 skulls. We get to see what song is locked behind the magic anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Dompe digging. Since no one's done it yet. Might have something. Oh, this is... I see. Boomerang!
Gross. Still not required, though.
I mean, it could be for... in case Jabu has something, because
Well,
there's
right.
always a good chance Jabu has something. Ocarina of Time is Minuet.
Okay.
So it's not hard AD, because we got Saria's song.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it's not even logical AD either.
Nope.
Oh, this is a well play.
Yep.
I thought it was 40 that had the scale.
Yeah, Tanjo's just going up to 20.
Yeah, and the skulls are still accessible without Boomerang. One of them requires 2 keys logically, and the other two don't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, that's true, because that IGC is fully in logic now.
Meanwhile, Flouche entering MQ Gan's castle.
Mm-hmm. Already beating the front lobby, because this is a kill all enemies room.
Mm-hmm.
closest trials that he can actually get checks from are water trial, because he has a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
With force trial, he'd need the hook shot in order to get to the freestanding, but you also need like fire arrows or Din's fire to get one of the other chests.
Just because the trials don't require you to complete the trials doesn't mean that the checks in them aren't dead.
Yeah.
Looks like we do
But,
have a
like,
big one here
he
on
does-
Stalfos.
A lot of them require more items.
Right. Hey, bomb bag.
Nope, that doesn't really do anything, unfortunately, except add an additional 10. Okay, so that freestanding is dead. You should be able to do a few things in water trial. That means the fish is going to be sacrificed in Ganon's castle.
Rip. Rip fishy.
Okay, there's a small key here. And this is actually useful for potential paradox letter.
Yep.
Oh my god. The only 2 checks he could get
Are all keys.
yes. Unfortunate.
Yep, that is unfortunate.
Oh yeah, this is a nice play for sure. And I mean, Ice Cavern in Master Quest is a little easier in my opinion. The worst you have to look out for are boulders.
Mm-hmm. Runs into ice the first time. Boulders? What do you mean? Oh. For those of you who have never seen Master Quest Ice Cavern before.
Also, there's a couple toggleable switches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. That, you know what that means. Well is throwing. The only time you do it is when it's hinted directly, or you just have a path that points towards Song of Storms.
Mm-hmm.
True, there are okay skulls in there. Well, that's a different bottle. But, all the same.
Alright. What do we got here? The King with the Paradox Letter?
No. It was another bottle.
Oh.
No paradox letter today.
My stream must be behind them.
Thank you for saving me, but the letter's in another bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Sun Song Bow, yes.
And Fountain is still Path of Volvaggio.
Oh! That's huge! That's the Kokiri sword, which means...
Deku on the table for hammer.
Yes. But there's also a path to Queen Goma in Deku Tree.
Yeah, it's a slingshot.
Yeah, you finish ice and then you go, child. That's the play. I look like arrow refills here. But I think this gives Flouche an advantage right now.
Mm-hmm.
The only disadvantage here is that Flouche does not have projectiles, so he's going to have to throw bombs.
Mm-hmm.
At least for this particular switch. I now have a question of where that Rudo's letter is. Yeah, him not getting Sarya's song earlier did throw him off. Actually, him not doing that check out of logic kind of screwed him as well. Oh, another big chest? And it's Mirror Shield! I know it's not exactly important, but if once Flouche gets the hammer and gets... then all he really needs to do in Spirit Trial is get that. It's actually more useful in Ganon's Castle than it is in Spirit Temple in this seed. Because there are 4 chests that are locked behind the Mirror Shield in Spirit Trial. One of which is normally Strength 3. Still, that Mirror Shield is really nice to have for later. And in order to complete Spirit Temple with this loadout, with the equipment Flouche has, she would still need both hook shots. And, well, there hasn't been a single hook shot found yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's still a foolish dungeon. There's no real reason to go into it. And since Minuet is also on Ocarina of Time, there's no reason to ever go into Spirits in the Seed. Except for picking up Serenade. Which is good for Water Temple. Yeah, it's true.
There's Requiem.
Well, we know that Sun Song is locked behind Forest Temple. So that is a bow-locked bow. And Flouche is now going back, child. With that Kokiri sword, that does give him an advantage.
Mm-hmm. But it looks like Tanjo's headed to water. Or, not water, ice right now.
like K-Sword is still locked behind Rudo's letter, so Deku Tree will definitely not have Rudo's letter on it. It could still have other things, like, say, a hammer. Looks like Tanjo will also be picking up a lot of the stuff that Flouche picked up previously. But Flouche will also be going for Frogs 1, which Tanjo did previously. But it really does feel like a tug of war between two of our racers here. But so far, Rob Dog definitely has a slight lead here. Not in skulls, but definitely in dungeons that he needs to finish.
Rob Dog is not playing.
Oh, right, Flouche. Never mind.
Good job, Rob Dog. You're winning the seed. You're not playing.
Sorry about that. Mistakes were made by me.
I'm already on bold. Yep. Yes, he's got the cheat codes. All right.
The boomerang was on 10 skulls. Light arrows were in GTG. It was hinted for Path to Evil's Bane.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only like one check that's hard requires the slingshot, but four of them logically require a slingshot. And this is dead claim check. Oh my gosh, Tanjo's theme, it's perfect. It was the Piranha Plant song from Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It's perfect. Why are they singing? All right. And Tendril will be picking up his mirror shield as well. Ooh, big chest. Hammer time! You know what that means.
Stop.
No, we could still finish here.
Oh. But you said it was hammer time. We're supposed to stop.
Of course. Rudo's letter is supposed to be a lot earlier this seed. But Flouche is going to beat Goma real quick. But remember, 31 is number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Bowling Alley has already been checked by Tanjo.
Yeah, bowling alley was dead.
Yep. It's probably 20 skulls.
Mm-hmm. Dompe digging, I don't think was ever checked, was it?
I don't remember. Someone said it was.
Was it? Okay.
Goma down. Blink before you... Blink and you'll miss it.
So what? I missed. What's going on? Oh, yeah, Goma. Yeah.
Of course. She just died suddenly.
Child
That means
fishing
that-
was checked.
That does mean that hammer locks the slingshot somehow.
Yeah, child fishing was Ferror's wind, and adult fishing is hinted.
Yeah. Flouche will also be picking up his Lens of Truth. And Ferror's probably.
No, all the other scrubs are hinted. Dead.
You only have 3 scrubs that you can actually get to in standard settings.
Yeah.
2 of them are in Foolish Lost Woods, and the last one had Din's Fire in Hyrule Field.
Mhm.
It's
There's one
mostly
more.
just down to 20 skulls at this point for Rude's letter.
I'm really racking my brain trying to think of a different check that they didn't get yet that it could possibly be. It can't be Hammer. It can't be behind Hammer because Rios is in front of that.
Rudo's locks Kokiri's sword, which locks Hammer.
Yeah. Whatever the bottleneck is, it's on 20. Could be magic.
And Flouche is going to go back adult now, I believe.
Are there with just a boomerang in that? It's 40 skulls in.
You have all the skulls in Well. You have most of them in, I believe, all of them in Deku.
Yeah, without a bow or a hook, 40 is a hard.
A lot of overworld skulls. And there's some... Oh yeah, and Bottle, where we have access to 9 skulls now. Not to mention some of the Song of Time locked skulls, like the one in Dodongo's Cavern.
Aw.
I'd say checking Death Mountain Crater Fairy would help.
Mhm.
There's also no one's checked the chest in Fire Temple as well, like the first chest that you can get to.
It's true.
But it's still for path, at least.
Mhm.
Yeah, the fire check in DC is in logic, technically, because he could just go back in as child with Deku Sticks. And I know that's been a hard bottleneck for Flouche before, because I actually raced him in a seed like that. And, well, it was also one for me, too. But it's
I think you're
definitely...
going to do 20 first, though. At least in this instance.
Yes, it is. But, I mean, it could be worse, honestly.
Mhm.
Because all you really need to do is push 2 blocks, and then you just hop across with the stick.
Hammer for Tanjo.
Yep. I just want to see either of them go to DMC just to check what's on the ferry, because that scale... I'm still not quite satisfied with that scale path in DMC yet.
Mhm.
It looks like Flouche is going to be doing exactly that. And he has enough hearts to actually just outright beat Fire Temple.
Mm.
Well, he's still missing the magic. That's about it, though.
Oh, almost missed it there.
And logically, he does need the hook shot, though he can just do it with... get to the 1 check without it. So it is scale! Okay, now we've confirmed it. And Lens is part of that path as well.
Mm-hmm. So what, first hook on, what you call it? TCG?
Alright, this... Oh, something 5 key locked here in Fire Temple. That's insane. If this is a small key... Oh,
Nope.
Yep, there it is. There's a key. Risk it like a biscuit. Because you can scum this key if it's nothing. That's exactly what Flouche is planning. And Flouche should be able to do Spirit Trial with what he has. Risk it for a biscuit. But if the biscuit is a doggo, then you're technically risking it like a biscuit. He has mirror shield, so he. Oh right, because no fire arrows.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see what's in Fire Temple. True.
Oh
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Number one is blue fire arrows. I don't think Rudos would be back here because it requires all 5 small keys. Because there's always that chance.
Hammer.
Yes.
Rip.
Wallet. And that wallet is technically locked behind the Goron tunic as well. Yeah, there is a hammerlock skull in Fire where you only need the hammer. All right. Looks like Flouche is going into Ganon's castle. And I think Tanjo is just reversing to GTG. Nice. Unfortunate. That is the 2 chicks in Spirit Trail that Flouche could get to. Probably gonna go for this skull back here, which is why he didn't warp. Yeah, I think so. Tanjo already has a head start because he's gotten 10.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, magic is required for Fire Temple completion, but it's also required for Water Temple completion in this case because we know that Central Pillar is required.
Yep.
Because it has the boss key. It definitely looks like Flouche will be getting some skulls now. He might even come back into the graveyard. No, I mean, in Tanjo's case, there's also like GTG. It looks like Flouche is also going to be doing this check out of logic. Fairly rewarding, but it is possible to screw up in this one.
I did not know you could use a bomb shoe to make her jump.
It could either be 40s or it could just be for the Lens of Truth path. Because lens does lock one check if it doesn't lock, if it isn't for desert crossing. And Rudo's letter is locked behind. Is still locked out for now.
And while we're retracing, let's make sure to give our runners a follow, Tanjo and Flouche, for putting on this great show for us. Thank you to our trackers, Signified and Tommeltalk, for pressing all these buttons so we know what the runners have and whatnot. Thank you to Tommeltalk also for restreaming this race. And thank you to my co-com, Lee Harold, for joining me here in the booth today.
And the special shout out to my co-com, new IT guy. But, yep, this is definitely just rush your skulls now.
Yep.
It's pretty soon Tanjo will also be doing it, basically being back on track.
Flouche doing well. This makes sense. This is a density play now.
Yep. Like how Tanjo will probably be making his way into Ganon's castle after this. I'm swapping to choose to get this one since still no slingshot.
Very nice, setting up a ground jump off the bomb blast there.
Yep. 11 skulls so far. That's actually pretty good. Because now Flouche has caught up to Tanjo in skulls. He might actually get ahead soon. And all three skulls do not require boomerang in the bottom of the well, but one of them does require 2 keys.
Yep, Tanjo's personal is showing 12 right now.
Yeah.
I know Flouche has 10.
No, you just got 12. Like, just before he entered the well. And if he does the one in Graveyard as well as the 3 in the well, that'll take him up to 16. I believe if Tanjo stays around OGC and grabs that one skull, that'll put him to 13. One of the skulls does require him to hit the switch on one side and then come around the other. see, Flouche is the kind of person who would save quit after hitting that switch. There's also Dead Hand. Alright. There's a freestanding, which Flouche will probably be checking after. Should be able to get perfect. And that is Dead Hand down. It's exactly what we need to see. Another small key. Not quite. It looks like Tanjo will be dipping into fire.
Mm-hmm. We'll end up
And as
saving the
Rob
whole
Dog
time.
said earlier, there is one skull that he can get to with just the hammer. But it looks like Flouche is getting the skulls here. And then there's this skull, which can be a bit of a pain to get to. Then this last skull is in the same room, but on the other side. So at least Rob Dog is also prioritizing the skulls.
Andrew.
I mean, Flouche. Sorry. But I mean, Rob Dog's also prioritized it in chat. Yes.
Yeah, Rob Dog's already got the seat figured out.
Alright, so Flouche getting this one here.
Team.
And he could get... Oh, I see. Because Lon Lon Ranch has quite a few other skulls here that Flouche can get to. It looks like Tanjo is going to go for this one skull. Nope, never mind. It's just that he realized he used up that last key. Flouche has that key in his possession because he scummed those two chests away. Ah, I see. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out that one as well. That is 19 for Flouche. I believe he's going for this last one.
Mm-hmm.
At least one of them near bridge. We'll get to see what's on 20 Skulls. There we go. I think Flouche is going to go for more, just in case. Because that lens path is not satisfying enough from just the scale alone.
But what else is gold scale locked?
Lap dive.
Oh, you're right.
We haven't gotten anything for it yet, so there is still that possibility. And I don't think Flouche is going to take chances with that one.
No.
That's also why he's going here to Desert Colossus. And Zelda Speedruns 3 with the rate of 69. Nice. Welcome in, fellow raiders. We have a 12 Master Quest dungeon race between Tanjo and Flouche. This is the lower bracket finals match. Whoever wins here will be up against Marco. And well, it seems that both of them are in a bit of a rut. And yeah, there's the looming possibility of 40 skulls being hard required to get something off of Lab Dive.
Because it's either 20 or 40 at this point, right?
Pretty much. And it looks like Flouche is now like way further ahead in terms of skull progression.
Yep. This is 22.
23. Right, the DC fire check. I think both of them should be able to do it. Alright. 24. There's some in the forest that Flouche will be getting to. Yep, Flouche is definitely pushing for skulls right now.
Mhm.
It looks like Tanjo is starting to make that push as well.
Yep.
Because now he's collecting bugs. I mean, this isn't the first time where a high requirement for skulls is required for further progression.
Mhm.
And Master Quest definitely does feel a lot chokier with that. But Flouche is already at 25. He'll be able to get 3 soil skulls here in both the Lost Woods and Kokiri Forest. Okay, looks like Tanjo is probably going to be doing this check. Not enough time, so he's going to have to wait out another cycle. Taking out his slight frustrations on the bomb flower. And there is another one out here. It looks like Tanjo's going for all 3 blocks. You could still do it slightly faster with 2, but 3 is generally safer. And it's the way that Nintendo intends you to do it. In other words, it's Nintended. True. It is. I've done it too. There's this skull here. That takes Tanjo up to 16. But sadly, that chest did not pay out. This skull isn't too bad if you have a slingshot, but you still have to get there. And, well, Link's not exactly the fastest swimmer. But I mean, what are you gonna do when you have a shield on your back? There's a skull in the maze as well that they should be able to get to.
Mm-hmm. There's 18.
18 for Tanjo. I think this will be 27 for Flouche.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome in, Twitch Played Zelda. $29 skulls, actually. So Flouche should be able to reach 30 skulls before reaching Kakariko.
And I believe 20 is supposed to be the soil patch here.
The bugs. They've all sinking in.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only soil patch left for Flouche is the one in Valley.
Did Flouche do the two in Did Flouche do Lost Woods?
Yes. He
Okay.
did that in with conjunction with Kokiri Forest.
Got it.
And let's see what's on 20 skulls. The bow!
Oh.
That unlocks
Tack archery?
That unlocks 2 checks in Fortress, 1 in CAC, and 1 in GTG.
Hmm.
Well, actually, yeah, it does. Just 1 check in GTG. Because the magic locks the left half. Nice. Flouche doing it even quicker with this setup. I think Tanjo's going to be going into CAC first.
I would. Although, I mean,
He's walking out.
25%'s not great considering 75.
There's there's also Big Pose.
Okay, 80% still not better than 20%, so.
And Flouche is staying here in the Dongo's Cavern. God, is he gonna go for the worst skull in the game? I mean, in Dodongo's Cavern. No. He's gonna go for that one back there.
Okay, was Big Pose the answer all along? Or just the friends we made along the way?
Probably the friend.
Yeah. I do like that
Oh.
Mount Moon music in there. That's kind of creepy.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know about this one, Flouche. Looks like Tanjo's pulling ahead for now.
Mm.
We don't have... I don't believe we have an HBA hint. We did get a water basement hint.
Now, the other double hint that we saw was the bean.
Yeah, adult
Oh, it
lake.
was on 20. All right. And off to Wasteland we go.
Yeah, there's 3 bowlock checks in the Gerudo Fortress area.
Mhm.
HBA and 1 check in GGG. I'm still hoping that Flouche will actually turn in the 20 skulls.
$34.
Yep. He's still prioritizing getting those skulls over...
I don't. This is the one thing I don't agree with. When you're like, oh, I have a high skull count. You turn your skulls in as you go.
If they're not hinted.
Right. Obviously, after, like once you hit 20, I get not checking 30 because you already know what 30 is, but you definitely turn 20 in when you get 20 if you're just hard committing to the skulls.
Yeah, but we still haven't seen the last 3 checks that require the bow.
Mm.
Alright. Let's see what this is. And now for the Armos. $36 skulls on Flouche's end.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks
Meanwhile,
like
here comes
Flouche is
HBA.
going adult. Yep. Alright, let's see what's on HBA, because it's just 2 checks remaining for Tanjo, then he's on a skull hunt here. The moment of truth.
Mm-hmm.
Because Rudo's letter could very well be on HBA.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. There we go.
Casual 1650.
Strength 3! Well, that adds even more checks. And by that, I mean just like, I think it's 3 each.
Mm-hmm.
Because they could grab keys. One in Water Trial, there's one in Shadow Trial. And Flouche is at 38 skulls. And now at 39. Pretty sure his last one could easily be in the mud wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is one strength 3 lock check that led to nothing.
It tests us. It's 21.
Yep, 21 versus 40.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, you just rush lap dive.
Mm-hmm.
And there is Flouche's bow. Still gonna need magic and fire arrows or dins to get that one check. But there's this one, which is nothing.
Alright.
Let's see what the damage is, because
Is it this or that?
we've got 2 moments of truth here. One involving an annoying Dynalphos.
Womp womp.
Wait, that was a hook shot?
Yeah. Next time I hate it.
40 skulls required in order to get the last scale to get... Oh my god, that is awful. That is awful. Let's see what's here.
What if they're both required?
Let's see what this is. Oh.
Let's see it. Oh!
Strike 3 lock magic. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, Flouche will be finishing up Forest Temple.
Yeah,
And he'll probably start going for the bow lock checks unless Forest takes him away.
The seed said, "Hey, good morning. How about some violence, folks?"
No! Tanjo has fallen.
Whoopsie doopsie. There we go.
Nice. But we are finally going somewhere. Well, I mean, with Din's fire, it can open up not only the ones in Shadow, but in Fire Temple as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have the one at around the top of Fire. There's the one that's on the Song of Time block. True, hammer. But it looks like Tanjo's gonna have to search for the gold scale as well, which means skull hunting.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like TCG, so probably get your checks in here.
Yeah. That Lens of Truth could still be in play. But it's definitely for that hook shot. Oh!
The big chest in the wall shortcut. But yes, if you like to get your... Oh, no. Well, that explains the path.
So, you were hard required to get 40 skulls!
Thanks, game, I hate it.
Oh. Oh my god, this seed is perfect! Hard required 40.
Long shots in forest. So, yeah, hard required 40.
Well, I believe Flouche is just gonna do 4-key forest here. No! That Lens of Truth is complete bait.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing that the bow on its own led to was Strength 3 to get Magic. Magic is in Light Trial. Needless to say, Flouche is further ahead than Tanjo, and Tanjo has to get 19 more skulls, I believe.
I don't remember. Quite a few.
I love this seed. It's funny.
The seed is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it.
It's a seed that requires you to get skulls for one item. And that one item opens up the rest of the seed.
And it's entirely ambiguous on whether you can cheese it or not.
until you can't.
Yelp. And then you cry.
It's the best way to spend a lower brackets final. But now I think this is Flouche's game to lose for now.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that Tanjo has is out of logic fire. The only thing in logic is his magic and dins. I mean, that is true, though he could find another magic elsewhere. He doesn't necessarily need to, but it is possible he might. But if he finds magic elsewhere, then basically he doesn't need to even bother going into light trial at all. And Flouche is just missing iron boots for Water Temple. That's true. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
Seed's always got a sixth sense of humor. I mean, look at this.
Yep. The winner of the seed will be the player who stabs Ganon in the face first.
Yes. And the person who ends in second is the one who does it second or forfeits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Something huge! Could it be? Big Goron sword. Oh, and thank you for the raid, Zelda Speedruns 2. We got ourselves quite a doozy of a seed.
Mm-hmm.
At the rate of 30 minutes, yes. Refilling the magic so that you'll get in a bit deeper. Since there's quite a few magic lock stuff here.
Yeah. That is one of the notable differences, other than obviously all the enemies being different. Master Quest requires a lot more magic.
Well, I mean, the flare dancers are still the same.
Yeah.
A lot of the mini bosses are actually the same as before.
Yeah. I just mean the use of magic in general in
Yes.
Master Quest is a lot more.
Mm-hmm. True. Because you only really use it partially in both Shadow and Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in Shadow, you kind of have to get in there.
Yep, they have to collect the 6 medallions to get Ganon's boss key.
Nope, nope. Tanjo, no!
Then...
There was a big chest. That could have had the slingshot.
Yep, they collect the six medallions, and then they need a bow, light arrows, and magic to be able to fight Ganondorf.
I'm fairly certain it's legal. But Flouche will be finishing up Forest real quick. I think he'll be following that up with Fire Temple. Yeah, it's true. There's a lot more wonder items that you're required to hit. But Flouche will be finishing up Forest Temple very soon. Pretty sure his next play... what would be his next play? Just stuff regarding GTG and Fortress, or like bow lock checks. Because he can't go deeper into GTG. And he's still somewhat restricted in Fire Temple without magic. And he can't get into Water Temple either. Even though he could do gold scale entry, he still won't be able to get any checks in Water Temple in Master Quest Water. Alright, moment of truth. What do you have, PG?
Arrows.
Well, that does look like he's going more for the bow checks now. No! Tanjo just barely missed it. I mean, yeah, it would be a lot easier. With hover boots, it's even easier. Oh man, this switch. No! Tanjo's being trolled by the switch. I can relate to what Tanjo's going through right now.
There we go.
He finally got past it, but man, that switch could be a pain. Rob Dog's going back child. Huh. Or wait, no, he's picking up Sun Song, which was on Prelude, so, yep, it looks like it's back to, Bowlock checks for now. It does make it a lot more helpful to do time of day routing, so you're not forced into that. Oh, right. Flouche. Yeah, I figured that it would have been a bow-locked bow, like, about an hour ago. Sadly for Flouche, that bow doesn't really do anything extra in here. And Tanjo's going to be going into Shadow Temple. And just like with regular Shadow Temple, you won't be able to get past the Invisible Spikes room with the Redeads. For Go mode, it is just well, for Flouche, it's magic, and for Tanjo, it's both of his hook shots.
We still need irons also.
And Iron Boots. Iron Boots for both of them. We're still missing Iron Boots for No mode. I do think Flouche's play is a step up, just because he decided to fully commit to them.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of like thought that would have been a bad play, but it turns out it was the better play.
The required play.
Yep. And get to see what's on here. It's possible for Iron Boots to be here. Nope. Just bombs.
Oh, we're gonna see some back of lake hints.
Yep. I'm still missing a few things, it seems.
GGG to Bane, we knew that.
And we've already gotten that. Gold Gauntlets, Strength 3 was in HBA, so Gerudo Fortress. So if Flouche continues to go northwest, he should be able to pick them up. Oh. This is in logic.
Nah.
We're in no mode. We know where all the items are now. And it looks like Flouche will be picking up Strength 3 eventually into Magic, and that will give him access to Shadow, as well as Fire Temple completion.
Mm-hmm.
But if Flouche starts to follow a similar route to Tanjo, yes. Tanjo needs to get that first hook shot on Lab Dive, because the second one is in Forest Temple. Yeah. He absolutely needs to get that now.
Mm-hmm.
But because of that, it does mean that Flouche is more likely to take the victory. If he goes Shadow Temple after finishing up Fire Temple, then that will put him in Go mode. Because frankly, Shadow Temple is his only play after this. Aside from GTG. And Stone Shadow finds a way, even in Master Quest.
Casual 1670 for Flouche.
Yuppers. Alright. Looks like Flouche will be going into GTG. At least for one chest. Because he can't go any further without magic. That's true. If Flouche finds Sling, then that'll most likely turn and send him to yeah. It seemed that Ice Cavern was a lot later into Logic than But that Kokiri sword was really nice to pick up. Maybe that's why Tanjo skipped out on the big item. Because it would only be for Slingshot. Or some other bait item. Oh?
Rip.
Get out the red potion. Whew! Oh, last bomb bag. So, both bomb bags were locked behind the one in Graveyard, of course. And the worst part is, Rudo's letter could still be in Shadow Temple. Because that is earlier into Logic than completing the rest of Fire. If anything, it seemed like Fire and Deku were one of your last dungeons, logically speaking. Nice shot. I think Tanjo's going to be doing GTG out of Logic, or it's just Haunted Wasteland. If it's just Haunted Wasteland, hopefully that clues him into getting those other skulls. Because Wasteland is still in Logic. That's crazy, though, to think about. But sadly, had nothing.
And Tanjo's not picking up the skull there either.
You can't. No hookshot.
Wow, you know what?
Pretty ironic, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah.
But Flouche will be picking up magic. I'm not sure where he's going to go after Fire Temple. But Shadow and GTG are likely... But that hammer was still, like, much later into Logic, so I wouldn't, like, go much further into Fire or Deku. But GTG would still be tempting.
Nope.
Still
No
moving those
Rudo's letter
letters.
yet.
I mean, it could be long shot locked at this point. Yeah, this check is in logic at least. Yeah, I think Tanjo's just betting against 40 skulls. It's like one of those things you hope that it's not the case. It's definitely something that extends the seed much further. Aww. Just Tanjo trying to think of where to go next. Seems like he's in a bit of a rut. Oh, and welcome in ZeldaSpeedRuns 4. With a party of 29. I think Tanjo's going for that skull now. But routing in several others without hookshot could be quite painful.
Yep.
That means he's gonna be going through a lot of child for now.
Yes, welcome in. This is the 12MQ lower bracket finals between Tanjo and Flouche. We have required 40 skulls for a gold scale that gave us our first hook shot.
Of which the second hook shot was in Forest Temple.
So, no equally available hook shots.
Go 40 scales or go home. And if Flouche decides to go into Shadow first, then that puts him in go mode. Because Flouche now has a huge buffer. Forest Temple and Tanjo only did parts of Fire Temple. And Flouche should be able to full clear. Thinking about it now, we haven't really found a logical wallet or Goron tunic either. So it does make me think that Shadow and Jabu lock progression for fire. And by extension, Deku. Mainly Shadow. And, well, the left side of GTG as well.
Verse 23.
There's the big chest.
I think this has to be a slingshot, right?
Yep, you guessed it. I think that's where all the available hook slingshots would be. Yeah, it's probably going to be the second slingshot on the other chest, let's be honest. Or it could be another bow.
Okay,
Right
put
when
away
I
the
said
spoiler
that.
log.
Oh, I mean, you were taking turns looking at it too.
I know. What if it was a boat? Could have been a boat.
Well, we know where all of our bows and all of our bomb bags are. Still, that Rudo's letter is in such a bad spot.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty deep. I'd say it's either in Shadow or in GTG.
Yeah, not only in a bad spot, Song of Time's in a bad spot. Which means Tanjo's just gonna have to sit here and wait for time to elapse. Luckily,
Yep.
Child Day isn't as long as Adult Day, but still.
Man, this was an interesting seed.
Mm-hmm.
That is another key. Oh. But yeah, I think this is Flouche's game to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Given how far ahead he is. The only way he can
100%.
lose is just
Like
not going
choosing,
into Shadow.
yeah, choosing literally everywhere else, including Foolish, Spirit, and
I don't think he's going to go into Spirit at all. Just
well, I understand. I'm just he'd have to go into Foolish Spirit to allow that time back.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Spitting chickens. Yep, Flouche now has the Fire Temple boss key.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just gonna finish up here. Oh, he's going to Shadow Temple? Oh yeah, he is.
I guess there's really not a reason to when you can just go mode fire.
Yeah.
Guess just wants to confirm go mode before finishing fire.
Yeah. Potentially searching for Rudo's letter. Because that does lock that definitely locks progression in both Deku and the Fire Temple.
Mm-hmm.
And by extension, plenty of other things. But since he's going to get this early, that will put him in go mode, giving Flouche a significant lead. But yep, Tanjo is definitely committing to 40 skulls now. He doesn't really have a choice.
Nope, this is, I think, the only check Tanjo has left.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's just too late.
Yep.
Because there's
And
irons for Flouche.
Yep.
Nice FW.
We can now officially give Flouche the go mode button.
Mm-hmm. Not logically, of course, but we don't really care.
Yeah. There's no reason to go into Jabu anymore.
Oh.
And with Central Pillar being hinted as well, you just rush.
Rush
You just
Central
rush
Pillar.
Central Pillar. Oh. Troll hole.
Nah.
Well, you think he still managed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's not good. Yep. Unfortunate. Does Flouche have a...
No, he doesn't.
I don't think Flouche can... Yeah. That was unfortunate.
He doesn't have enough bombs either. And there are no bomb drops here.
Okay, off to water we go.
Yep. It's a lot faster. He's also hoping to get bomb refills along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he has no choice but to cut the grass in Lake Hylia after.
Aren't there spikes in water?
Yes, but not in Central Pillar.
Right.
There's only one. Well, there's quite a few, but only one of them is going to be on a check you need. Yeah, it's barely pushing it for Central Pillar. That's true. There are quite a few wonder item fairies. I think Flouche should still be fine with what he has. He just has to cycle between irons and Kukiri boots.
Mm-hmm.
34 seconds is just barely pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
You reset the timer. All right. This should be more than enough time, actually.
Mm.
Nice. There's the wonder item with the magic as well. Might as well just grab that before warping.
Mhm.
Oh, nice quick grab. And Morpha's down. Just like that.
Mhm.
Thinking about it now, Water Temple could also have Rudo's letter on the east wing. Well, it's not on Morpha. All right. And now to fight Volvagia.
Mhm.
Or rather, to get to resupply on some things. Because he's going to get the fairy here. Feels bad to go back into well to get 3 skulls.
Mhm.
One hook shot was on Lab Dive. That was the first hook shot. The second hook shot was in Forest.
Yep, forest shortcut, so it doesn't matter. It's hook locked because it's in forest.
Well, it's actually Forest Well.
Yeah, or that's what I meant.
Ow. Ah. Tanjo is so close to death. It's frightening. Ah, Tom talk, please. It's either in shadow or in water. It's only like 2 or GTG. Only 3 possibilities.
And that is Volvagia down for Flouche.
Yep. There's a lot of invisible skulls here. Skulltulas as well, so... And don't forget the Floor Master. Nope. Irons were in Shadow Temple.
They wouldn't kill him. Rip.
And Flouche is out of here. He doesn't have to fight the enemies in the lobby because he did that already.
And I think one's up to Stalfos.
Tanjo's going to be receiving the devastating news very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Though I have a feeling Tanjo's probably going to forfeit from this after this. Because this seed is not very kind.
No, you find that you commit to 40 or you don't and you lose. That's unfortunately just how it crumbled for him.
Yeah. Yeah, it took a while for Flouche to commit, but he then hard committed to 40.
Mm-hmm.
And him committing to it earlier did help. Tanjo's at 37 skulls.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Ganondorf down for Flouche. And Tanjo's down to 38 skulls, while Flouche is fighting Ganon.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, it's probably going to be around a 247. A late 247. Because these cutscenes are long. That is phase 1 for Flouche, and Tanjo is now at 39 skulls. There's number 40.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just too late. But GG's in chat for Flouche.
Yep, as he will be wrapping this up very soon. get your bacon ready for Flouche, because I will be doing that as well. And that's it. Flouche finishing with a 2 hours, 48 minutes, and 6 seconds in first place. Let's see if Tanjo plays this out or not. Nope. It says quit, so... Oh, he's gonna hate this still.
Mm-hmm. Push quickly.
I want to see what his reaction is to seeing that hook shot. Yep. And he's going to leave it on this screen. This is the unfortunate part.
Mm-hmm.
40 skulls for one check that locks the rest of the seed.
Yup.
But we get to see the hook shot in its glorious Nintendo 64 style fashion.
Looks so good. So great.
Well, I don't think anyone's coming in for an interview. But, I mean, would you blame him with a seed like
Mhm.
this? Hard required 40 skulls for progression, and then everything else is just easy from there. Aside from where the heck that Rudo's letter was. But you just skip it.
All right.
But all in all, that was an interesting race. It was another showcase of how a hard required skull count is, how it locks progression in the seed. And I'm sure that all of you were fairly entertained by this, because I don't think we're gonna have too much success in finding another, getting another seed like this on Restream.
Mhm.
Doesn't seem like we're getting an interview, at least here on ZSR.
Nope. Both people have denied. Not
But
denied,
it's
but
fine.
opted to pass. So I will get us all out of here. Unless you guys have anything else you want to add before we go.
Seat sucked.
40 40 skulls for scale truly is the final boss of this seed.
Mhm.
Really is. All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming out to watch. This is a great race, regardless. Thank you both for coming. Thank you to Sigma for helping me track. I'm going to send this over to the otters, and you all have a good rest of your day.
Take care and say hi to the others for me.